A love story develops when two married friends uncover injustices between each other's spouses. Looking out the conference room window and enjoying the late fall landscape of Jacksonville, Florida, my eyes are drawn to a wren holding onto the railing. Falling rain is a serious opponent. I wonder why it took so long for this cute little bird to seek refuge. Suddenly, the door opens and Catherine cheerfully says, "Boss, are you going home tonight, or are you planning to stay and stare at this huge stack of letters?" "I'm already behind you, Kate," I say, wondering which pile to put this letter in. Bills, advertising, compliments and complaints, or a bunch of garbage. I am indecisive because such a letter has never crossed my desk. My gaze returns to the rain, wet roads, gray skies, swaying palm trees, and busy traffic. As my eyes glaze over, I consider the contents of this disturbing letter. Wren may have taken my advice. My cell phone rings, and my wife, Jane, says, "Hey, my man, honey, did you stop by the store and buy a gift for the office Christmas party tomorrow night?" "No, honey, I'm just leaving the office. I'll be home in an hour," I say. "Are you okay, honey?" "You sound sad," she says. "Oh, nothing, honey. Just business as usual. See you soon." With that, I take my feet off the conference room table and clear out. I'm coming for the package. While I'm struggling with my umbrella to get out of the rain, I run into another umbrella. There's a soft, comforting voice behind it, and she says, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking." When I return the same greeting, I can't help but recognize the voice. Then both of us have a look of surprise and a smile on our faces. "Min, hello. How are you?" "Brian, I'm fine, thanks. It's so good to see you. I hope you'll be at the party tomorrow night." "I won't miss it for the world. Besides, if I don't come, who will keep you company?" We hug and say goodbye. Min and Jay are a couple we've known for 5 years. Jay and my wife Jane are engineers at a real estate development company downtown. The company is holding its annual Christmas party, and since Jane is busy most of the evening, I usually find myself nailed to the wall. Luckily, Ming is in the same situation. The two of us, along with several other flowers on the wall, usually gather around the same table. Min graduated from Louisiana State University and owns a nail salon. She is from Vietnam and Jay is Korean. Like us, they have no children. So maybe that's why the four of us get along so well with each other. The few times we met were fun. Min is a great listener with an exciting personality, and she has affectionate feelings for her friends. Her vocabulary is amazing, and her soft voice complements her charm. With her petite figure, jet black hair, beautiful brown oval eyes, and sweet smile, it's easy to make a man's eyes wander. Being a man, I can't help but glance at her discreetly when I can steal a glimpse of her 52-kilogram figure. Everything I can inspect is well cared for, fits perfectly, and naturally I'm also curious about the parts that aren't on display. Jay is also kind and considerate, and they complement each other perfectly. Jane and I arrive at the hotel ballroom, and, as expected, the staff are cheerful. The alcohol is top quality, and the food is excellent. Music is provided by a small live orchestra. We head to the table and, to our pleasant surprise, Min waves us to join them. The four of us sit down with other couples consisting of new employees and their spouses. Min says gracefully, "It's so nice to see you two together again. We don't see each other as often as we should. We should meet more often." "I agree. Maybe the four of us should go out to dinner," I say. "Well, if Jay and Jane can ever get an evening off from work, then maybe," Min says. A soft but sad smile appears on my face. "Yeah, they really work hard," I said. Perhaps too much, I think. I wish Jane would get more rest, but she's married to a company. As the party gets going, Jane and Jaw are called on stage to host the annual awards ceremony. Several flowers on the wall remain at our table and are busy enjoying the pleasures provided to them. Soon it's just Min and me, and I can't think of a place in the world where I'd rather be. The only ones who don't drink are Min and me, but that doesn't stop us from laughing and joking. People are drawn to us because of our carefree outlook on life. Mingzi's sparkler. Her hair looks like she just came out of the hair salon and she smells like she just got out of the shower. Its aroma is stunning, intoxicating, and erotic. When she talks to me, I notice a special look at me, different from the one she gives to other men, almost flirtatious. I recognize it immediately, and I am sure that it is not an illusion. Not the slightest doubt. If only Jane and Jay didn't notice this. But mine doesn't seem bothered. I love listening to her laugh and tell stories. Deep down, I feel her sad inner state. It's like her heart is empty, as if there was still music inside her that needed to come out. It's like she's a bird in a cage needing to fly. However, she is a lively person and a joy to talk to. Later, Jane and Jay return somewhat tipsy and carefree. As the conversation continues, my eyes glaze over, and I think again about this beautiful and exquisite Asian pearl. Watching Jay and Jane joke around, a dark feeling came over me, drawing me into hypnosis until my thoughts turned back to the letter. Suddenly, we notice that the orchestra is playing its last song. The men take their cigars and the ladies take their bottles of bubble bath. A nice gift from the owners. Min hugs me first. Without hesitation or concern, I discreetly hold her close to me, and she accepts it. It seems natural. Her eyes sparkle as if she's never been hugged like this before. I feel her electricity as her hand wraps around my back to steady myself. Min says, "How about the four of us going somewhere together soon?" I understand that this is her way of saying that she wants to spend more time with me. I quite like it. "Let us know where and when, and Jane and I will meet you." With these words, Jane and I say goodbye for the night. I'm drunk, like most of the guests, but not from alcohol. The last look and hidden exchange of glances with Min says it all. We are on the same wave. We don't need to say a word. The hug said it all. I'm sure she feels the rush too as she waves us goodbye. On the way home, my thoughts are about Min. Her hug, her smell, her brown eyes. All this was imprinted in my mind. What a mysterious and beautiful lady, telling me her life story without words. Seeing this as an incredible fantasy, I shrug it off and drive on while Jane sleeps soundly. In the morning, my thoughts about Min return. Jane asked me if I had a good time. I replied, "Oh, sure, honey. It was a fantastic party. By the way, Min and Jay want us to go out to dinner soon. I'm free anytime. Just set a time and place." Jane replies, "Any time is fine, dear, but not next week. The office is going to New York about a building we bought. We'll be there most of the week, but next week will do." Back at work, everything is going well. I'm glad my mortgage brokerage business is thriving. The clients are nice, and half of my employees are a pain in the ass. But I can handle them if they treat my clients right. If not, I quickly get rid of them. It's just my policy. As the new year rolls around, things move quickly as we prepare for the upcoming real estate season. Sitting at a conference room table with work scattered everywhere is becoming the norm. Another huge stack of mail stares at me. I think I should hire a USPS retiree to handle the job. And suddenly, another strange letter appears. I open it, and again it stops me in my tracks. I read it over and over again. I can't believe my eyes. Same anonymous author. It's not every day you receive a letter like this. So to say I'm suspicious is putting it mildly. The author writes that we have already met, and she just thought I should know about it. The author describes in detail the connection between Jane and Jay. When they're on a business trip, they sit next to each other during meals and kiss like newlyweds in a hotel bar, holding hands in public and sharing a room at night. In addition, they buy each other expensive gifts. They are not careful. The author suspects that management knows about their actions. The author has provided a temporary email address for our correspondence. Top tips? The author is a woman. The author works with Jane. But why is this lady the police on scam cases? I need to respond. So I send an email and thank the author. I would like to check any available evidence. I suggest calling the author Pat. I ask Pat, "What is your purpose here?" Pat replies, "I don't have a goal, but like I said earlier, I think this is what you need to know. It doesn't bring me joy to do this. You're a kind and nice person, and I can only hope for the same." I'm just a mediator, nothing more. My task is completed. I appreciate anything you can do to help, Pat, but you should know I need hard evidence to consider your story credible, I say. Pat sends me 2 photos. In one, Jane and Jay are hugging, and in the other, they are kissing. Brian, the 2 of them are planning to go to San Francisco together. I'm not sure when exactly, but the office doesn't have any planned trips to San Francisco yet. It might be before the company's planned trip to Los Angeles. Last year's trip to New Orleans wasn't work-related. Same thing with the trip to Washington. I'll keep you posted. I hope everything works out for you. This lady knows Jane well. As strange as this whole situation may seem, I come to the conclusion that Pat is credible. I return to deep thought until my eyes glaze over again. Suddenly I realized, if this is true, what about Ming? Oh, this fragile angel. Her heart will be broken. I certainly have no reason to defend her husband. She has a right to know. But how should I approach her, or should I just remain silent? Pat and I exchange emails, and gradually I become more and more convinced of her words. It doesn't take long before Jane tells me that the office is working on another project in San Francisco and Los Angeles. She will be called there. Oh my God. Bingo! Now there is no doubt. Suddenly all the pieces of the puzzle come together. Surprisingly, I don't feel empty. Why should I worry at this stage? If she likes her connection, what choice do I have? I can't stop her infidelity, I can only delay it. Let it happen. I don't care anymore. I confess that our love life has not been in order for a long time. How can I get out of this situation is my main task. The next few days pass quietly. Jane is overly nice to me. This is her cover. It's her fault. I've already seen this movie many times. Again, I don't care. I'm staying calm for now, but I know our days are numbered. Min calls me at work. Does she know? Did she also guess about the 2 lovers? I say to Min, "Hi, Min. It's nice to hear from you. To what do I owe this honor?" Min laughs and says, "It's good to hear your voice, buddy. I need a favor. My sister and I are considering buying the 5-story shopping center where my salon is located. Can you give me a few details to discuss with her?" "Of course. I'll be happy to help," I say. "Thanks, Brian. Can I stop by on my way home from work one evening? Jay will be in San Francisco, so how about Wednesday?" We agreed on 18 Agar on Wednesday. I can't wait for this moment. Alone and the opportunity to communicate with Min without interruption. Hey, that's a nice way to spend an evening. Min arrives on time. She looks amazing. Tight jeans highlight her cute Asian butt and slender legs. A conservative long sweater highlights her flat stomach. And a nice pair of zip-up boots with a matching purse make her look like a model. This lady knows how to dress conservatively and look amazing. Working all day, she looks like she just got out of the shower. After a brief hug, we look through the package of documents. "Are you free for dinner, Brian?" she asks. I boldly answer, "Of course, as long as I pay. Let's get out of here. We can continue our conversation over dinner." I don't feel guilty at all. Well, since my wife is having fun, the only respect and consideration I will show will be towards Min. As we approach the restaurant, Eric Clapton's Wonderful Tonight is playing. Oh, how fitting this is. What timing. This beautiful lady walking with me. "Yes, my dear, you look wonderful tonight." "Brian, this is a great song," she says. "Yes, exactly. Wonderful, just like you," I say with a smile. She laughs uproariously as we approach the restaurant. "What are you up to, cowboy?" she jokes as we share the menu. I laugh out loud at her stupidity. "I'm as hungry as my horse," I joke. We spent the evening looking into each other's eyes, tasting each other's food, and talking about life. It's very interesting how none of us seem to have any worries. We enjoy each other's company as much as before. Ming's eyes sparkle, and she makes it clear that she is interested in me. We both ate well and laughed like teenagers. She boldly mentions my blue eyes. "Well, Min, watching is free, and for me too," I say. We sit close as we share dessert. "Thank you, Min, for inviting me to dinner. It's so fun to enjoy our friendship, just like the Christmas party," I remind her. I would like to do the same things that my wife and husband Min do with Min. She shows this lonely expression for a moment, the side of her that hints at an empty heart. Maybe it's just her nervousness, but it quickly disappears. Her positive attitude keeps her busy. When we walk to the car, she walks close to me. She loves my attention and doesn't seem bothered when she rubs herself against me like a kitten who needs a tummy rub, waiting for me to take her hand or hug her. The song flashes through my thoughts again. You were wonderful tonight. As we enter the garage, she takes my hand as we begin to walk down the steps. Suddenly, I stop at the bottom of one flight of steps and tell her, "Get in!" Without hesitation, she jumps on my back and wraps her arms around my shoulders for a free ride to the car. "You need to shave, cowboy," she jokes, openly rubbing my face. A free excuse for me to wrap my hand around her and spank her on the butt. She accepts her punishment with an innocent laugh. As we drop her off at her car, another song plays quietly in the background. Still, by Lionel Richie. When I glance at Min, her head is resting on the back of the passenger seat in satisfaction. I can only imagine what's going on in her head. I ask her if she's okay to drive home. "It's only 3 miles from here, Brian." "Thanks, I'll be fine," she says. She half-jokingly asks me if I planned these love songs. I laugh and say, "No, that wasn't planned, but they sure are perfect for a nice evening to remember." She gives me a seductive smile. With that, I drove up to her car. The look in her eyes is amazing. I think she will accept my kiss. But I cannot. Out of respect for her, unfortunately, I just can't. "Min, call me when you get home. You have my phone number," I say. She walks away slowly, as if she's waiting for me to stop her. A few minutes later, she calls me and tells me that she got home and is safe. Brian, I had such a wonderful time. I declare that all the fun was on my side and it was the best evening of my life. Ming, I'll let you rest now, but feel free to call any time. I really enjoy talking and spending time with you. I feel so comfortable around you. Thanks again for a nice evening. She says, "Okay, then I'll call you after my shower." A momentary thought of Min in her freshly washed body, in her pajamas, flashes through my head. Not long after my shower, she calls. "I'm fresh and relaxed, Brian, and we can talk until we fall asleep." "Great! We can lie in bed and talk just in different beds," I joke. She laughs so hard. As we chat, we discuss a variety of topics. How she came to the USA, her family, her love for the piano, everything about college, medical school at Tulane, how an anesthesiologist became the owner of a nail salon, how she met Jay and their life together now. She shares the majority without reservation. Now it's your turn. Tell me everything about yourself. I also share my life story, but it's not nearly as impressive as Min's. She laughs and says, "Oh, I love playing racquetball too. I've been playing for years. We should play together sometime. I'll beat you," she boasts. "You think so?" Ming, "I'll find you." She laughs and says, "I can handle this." "I think you'll like this cowgirl," I say. One of the interesting traits of her character is that she is an elegant and modest lady, but at the same time she is brave like a boy. Eventually, our conversation slows down. "Ming, oh, it's time for bed now. We'll have plenty of opportunities to chat as we please. How did you know to address me like that?" I laugh and say, "I have my own ways." "Oh, so cute." She giggles. "Thanks, Brian, but your Vietnamese is terrible." In Vietnamese, the word oi is only used with very close people, like with a girlfriend, wife, child, family member, or someone very close. It means sweetheart, darling, or baby. With that, we say goodnight. Although I don't want to hang up, I have a strong feeling that this won't be my last date with Min. 2 days later, Ming calls me on my cell phone, and I can't answer quickly enough. Min says he wants to meet with me to discuss purchasing and financing the building. She thanks me again for a nice time. "I'm glad you enjoyed your dinner, Min. It made my day too. We'll definitely do it again soon, I'm sure," I say. Next month, everything will go smoothly. In fact, I'm looking forward to Jane leaving. Sporadic correspondence with Pat continues. A casual snack or late-night conversation with Min is a rare treat. One afternoon, Ming calls and says he wants to buy an investment house. Brian, can we meet this week to discuss the details? How about next Monday, Min? Jay and Jane will be away again. We'll have dinner after that, she agrees. But this time it will be my treat. I have a nice place I can take you to, Min says. Ming arrives as promised. She hugs me again. Her V-neck blouse is stunning, and she looks hot in her skinny jeans. She looks like she just stepped off a Hollywood movie set. But I feel a strange premonition. Min says she has an important discussion to discuss. She says she doesn't know where to start. Her face changes from the usual happy one to something else. She lowers her head and cannot look me in the eyes. What happened, my friend? You know you can tell me. I say. It's hard for me to say this. I don't know how else to say it, Brian. Jay and Jane are having an affair. I've known about it for a while, but I didn't know how to tell you. Min continues as I listen intently. Min continues, I'm so sorry I hid this from you. The pressure was too much on me. I'm so sorry for you. Brian, the trip to San Francisco was not for work. This is the last time with his affairs. I knew that he couldn't be trusted. Brian, I can't take this anymore. I'm going to buy a house and start over, so I need your help with my mortgage. Ming, I say calmly, raise your head and tell me how you found out. Look, it's not your fault, so don't blame yourself. Min, you know you can trust me. Now look me in the eyes. She reluctantly obeys. She talks about some of the emails she received and how she discussed it with a confidential employee at Jay's company. Ming, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I just couldn't find a way to do it. I get up. Ming, I'll be right back. With that, I leave the conference room and return with a large brown envelope. Ming, I've also known about this for a while now, so don't feel bad. She perks up. I'm glad you know this, because I've been struggling with how to tell you. I know exactly how you feel, I tell her. I tell Min how I had similar conversations with Pat. Besides, I have something for her to watch. I take out a pair of men's underpants, red with blue stripes, from the envelope. They are clearly too small for me. I ask her if she recognizes them. Yes, these are Jay's panties. Where did you get them from? I thought you'd recognize them. I found them in the laundry. Somehow they ended up in Jane's suitcase. Min is stunned as she looks at Jay's panties. Ming, oh, raise your head. This makes her laugh quickly. Have you talked to Jane about this? She asks. Not yet. What about you? No, but I will soon. What should I do now? Asks Min. Nothing yet. They'll be leaving again soon, so let's think about it and work it out. Plus, it will give you a chance to have dinner with me again. Considering you need to feed those bird legs, she slaps my hand, laughing. Thank you, Brian. I know I can count on you. Ming, just stay calm about it. She sees how calm I am. Her face shows that she trusts me. Someone she can lean on. At this point, I lean over and give her a quick kiss on the lips. She doesn't stop me. Wow. Just as I expected. Your husband kisses my wife, so it's only fair. Min laughs and says, Yes, I agree. For dinner, Min chooses a Vietnamese restaurant near his home. She chooses a restaurant to introduce me to her cuisine. Sounds fun, I say. For those who have never experienced fall in Florida, it is a wonderful time of year. During the day, the temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius, and at night, around 15 degrees Celsius. Ideal time for outdoor dining. I'm glad how funny she is. I knew she could handle it. She is a strong woman. Not to mention she has a good friend to talk to. When she orders several dishes, we sit next to each other, close like two lovers. I compliment her on her fluency in Vietnamese. She is laughing. To say we're passionate about each other is putting it mildly, and we don't really care who's watching. She laughs at me when I'm clumsy with chopsticks. The food is great, but I spend more time wearing it than eating it. She takes care of me as if she were her 8-year-old boy and wipes my stained shirt. She then asks if I have any thoughts about our dilemma. Yes, Ming, let's discuss this after dinner. Shall we discuss it here or at the ice cream shop a few doors away? I love Rocky Road, Brian. Okay, Min, here's what I think. It's nothing new. Jane and I lost our love many years ago. We're no longer compatible. I've been planning a divorce for a while now. However, I'm really ashamed that my wife is a homewrecker. Min consoles me. Jay is not an angel either. As for my dream, here it is. I have a life I want to live. I have places to visit and brighter days ahead. So if I offend you with my thoughts, I apologize in advance. I'll take a chance. I suggest she enjoy the good times too. In the end, it's only fair. When we're together, it's a blast. Next time they're out of town, we'll spend time together like we always do, joking and laughing, enjoying life. I tell her how we will drive along the Gulf Coast, stopping every night. As I know this charming cafe in Naples, on the pier and overlooking the Gulf of Mexico. There's a store there with a pair of sandals with her name on them, great for walks on the beach. We stop at Marco Island, Sanibel Island, Venice, lunch on Siesta Key with a college friend, and then a short drive to the white sand beaches of Clearwater. Final stop for the evening in Orlando and Disney Springs before returning to Jacksonville in the morning. Mini vacation for 3 or 4 days. She should have no doubt that I will treat her like a princess. We will have consideration for each other without division. We will get adjacent rooms. At the end of the day, we can talk on the phone until we fall asleep. Instead, she decides to stay with me for a late-night cocktail that we both desire. We share a bathroom while she brushes her teeth and watches me shave. She'll thank me later for the razor shave. I unpack while she showers. I need a shower too, I say. Okay, get another washcloth, she says when I hear the sound of water. Wow, what an invitation. As I wash your breasts, back, and buttocks, you carefully examine my lower body as if it were your own. Min listens attentively with an encouraging look. When your breasts press against my chest, we kiss. We quickly release our passion, and we have sex. Min moves closer to me as she listens intently. Without knowing your goals, I will witness how your deepest sexual and passionate dreams become reality. Min looks into my eyes as I continue. I accept your invitation and join you in kissing. Soon your breasts and my lips meet, and we have sex again. I thought you would want to rest, but your passionate moans return. Min, you are an amazing lover, I gasp. I never knew love could be so nice. Darling, you bring out the best in me. It's so easy and fun to be naked with you, I say. I hold you and your body is like a blazing furnace. Eventually, we muster up enough energy to take a shower. You catch on quickly, I say. What an attentive and caring lover throughout our adventure. We dry each other in bed. We shared a grateful kiss goodnight. When I look into your glowing brown eyes, our whispers fade away, and we fall asleep in each other's arms. Your breath on my chest is a treasured moment. I wake up to your beautiful brown eyes staring at me. Just as we finished last night, with an amazing gesture, you open me up and reach out to my naked body, and we make love again. We look into each other's eyes, still glowing from our magnificent performance. I have never met a woman who has sex with me with such passion and hunger. I am completely in awe of your appetite and partnership. Last night was as if it was our last day on Earth. You demanded pleasure and made sure I got the same. In the hotel cafe, overlooking the Gulf of Mexico, sunglasses hide the traces of our night's fun. The sun shines generously, and the warm breeze from the bay offers us a glimpse of another wonderful day. You lean on me and whisper how incredibly interesting our sex was. I've never slept naked in my life, you whisper. So interesting, you continue. Darling, last night was the most enjoyable time two lovers can enjoy. We walk along the beach before heading to our next destination. Ming, I have shared with you my deepest and most intimate fantasy. When we make love, it will be an experience we will never forget. You asked for my thoughts, so here they are. Your ice cream is melting, she says. I think I may have ruined our relationship with my honesty. With her eyes wide open, She politely listened to my every word. She may have never heard it before. Well, perhaps I haven't heard, she answers calmly, licking her ice cream. Brian, I only had sex with Jay, no one else. I was 25 years old the first time, but for as long as I can remember, I wondered what it would be like to make love to an American man. My sister says good things about it, especially about how an American man takes care of his lady. All my friends say that a Vietnamese woman and an American guy are a perfect match. Maybe that's why I treat you differently than any other man. She continues, my mom once told me that some of the best moments in life are the ones you can't tell anyone about. Brian, let's do this, she whispers. It's too much fun to miss. It's one of those moments, so let's do it, Brian. She has that curious, boyish way about her, unafraid and bold and with a total acceptance of what the future may bring. With that, my lips touched hers. Wow, electrifying. Ming, we can work on kissing, I say with a smile. She slaps my arm, saying, 7 inches, huh, cowboy? Min slips her hand under mine as we stroll along. Jay and my thoughts about Jane are a million miles away. I think to myself, she is also a prankster. She imitates my Vietnamese, saying, Brian, you need a manicure ASAP. Come into the salon and I'll fix you up. Do you want wax? I can do that too. Yes, that wouldn't hurt me. Can you wax me below the waist? I'm joking. Without smiling, she says, yes, no problem. I have a private room for that. Oops. Not sure about that, Min, I say. Well, as you wish. My workers do this for their husbands all the time. I say, really? You're not kidding? She giggles and says, no, they don't do that. I just wanted to see your reaction. We continue our walk, holding melting ice cream in our hands, when she curiously asks, what about next time? Next time? Yeah. Next time they leave town, we'll definitely leave. Absolutely. Brian, thank you for being my friend. She holds my hand as we slowly walk back to the car. We have nowhere to rush. When we get back, I'll tell my sister all about my blonde boy with blue eyes. I laugh and say, take a swimsuit with you for an evening walk on the beach. I really like Asian girls in swimsuits. The following year, Min got a divorce. I don't want her to be alone at this time, so I invited her to the convention with me. It coincides with her birthday, so we'll have a lot to celebrate. Las Vegas is a great city for us to stay up at night, have fun, see the sights, attend shows, and as they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. All I can add is that we practiced our newfound talents early in the morning, late at night, and often. Shortly after our return, Min calls me and says that she received a business letter in the mail and wants to discuss it with me. The piano stops as she greets me at her front door. Looking fresh from the shower, she's wearing short shorts and a thin shirt with no bra. At the door, she insists on a hug and a kiss. The smell of our dinner fills the room as I open the letter. This is from a realtor who represents a national fast food chain. They want to make an offer to buy her building. Since she bought it, the state has changed road patterns and, as a result, Min's land has become much more attractive for commercial redevelopment. Talk about luck, I tell her. Min, this offer will change your life. I know what they usually pay for such properties, and we are talking about serious amounts. She asks my opinion, and I answer, good things happen to good people. We will assemble a team of a commercial real estate agent, an accountant, and an experienced land lawyer to ensure a smooth transaction. If you want to move forward, this process will take a maximum of 180 days. So your main question should be, what are you going to do with your life after this? What are you going to do with your business? Ming, I'm so happy for you and for your sister. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. During dinner, she seems to be in a fog, and this is completely justified. Brian, maybe I'll close up shop and go back to medicine. Hey, maybe not, she says, reconsidering. I'm so happy for her. We share dinner while she contemplates her future. She's preparing a shower for me. I'm not a fool. I know what awaits us. My clothes fall on the bathroom floor. When I wash myself, her hand reaches inside and hands me a disposable machine. I laugh at her subtle hint. As she comes out of the shower, she sniffs my skin and checks my face for stubble while standing naked in front of me. Min wipes my body, and we have wild sex. It's safe to say that it won't be long before we continue to satisfy our kinky minds, but for now, we both admire a job well done. Min is such a good friend, and when we are naked, she turns into a beast. The sale of her property happened instantly. Under our supervision, Min makes a deal with the other party and wisely reinvests his profits. She decides to take a year off to think about her future. A few months later, I noticed another letter cross my desk. This is from my wife. After reading the letter, I look out the window of the same conference room. The lonely bird now has a friend. Their quiet singing sounds in unison. The background is sunny, and the palm trees bend slightly from the warm spring winds. I'm reading my wife's letter again. Brian, I fell in love with you from the first day we met. I couldn't take my eyes off your innocent face. You are everything a woman could ask for. Your image was in my head wherever I went. Although I thought it was impossible to have you as my husband, I kept dreaming. Every sane man admires your most sincere and noble traits. Your refined manners and virtuous smile should be in the DNA of every man. We traveled to many places, made love until dawn, and you agreed to live out my fantasy by walking naked on the beach with me. Most people would only dream of having our petty problems. Having you love me unconditionally is every woman's dream. It feels so right that we are together. I am happy that I found a way to be with you. Every day when I wake up, I find solace in the thought of our eternal love and devotion to each other. I will love you deeply and until my last breath. With my passionate devotion, your Asian princess, Ming. As I prepare to take the rest of the day off to join my high sparrow, I watch the two birds fly off together. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one. Listening to the next one. Listening to the next